thought I'd come in the van today and discuss a couple of things. As you can see, I got a lot of light, and that's because of these puck lights that I have attached here on the side. Um, yeah, I thought I'd come on the show. I said, "Welcome to the show." Basically, I'm talking about. I'm gonna change the channel. I think I'm gonna go away from the van life and basically focus on Astro vans and get that medium situated. I noticed my van life stuff is not doing so well, so I was like, well, I need to come up with something else when it comes to the Astro van because that's basically what the channel is. Expedition Astro. I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely see the camera, but I think I'm going to change it up. So if you know anybody with an Astro van that's pretty killer, let me know and drop me a comment down below, and we can, get in touch with that person, and I'll do some interviews with those people because we're going to find the baddest Astro vans out there. This is a badass Astro van. Looks a little trash because I got a bunch of stuff in here, but I'm going to make some changes to the channel. It is Thursday. I am off tomorrow. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I get um, I work only so many days a week, so I don't have to worry about. Get some air out there, but I know it's kind of late. I just thought I'd come on. There's Bucky back here, Mr. B. Um, Mr. B's getting rich. He's building more and more Buckies out there, and it's kind of crazy. Let me see. Let's get over here so I can actually see. I'm looking a little rough there, but how's it going, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Um, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Um, like I said, if you know anybody with any Astro vans that are ridiculous as far as custom uh, camper van, 4-wheel drive, converted, LS, whatever, drop a comment below. I'll get in contact with them. Give me some information so I can contact them and we can interview those individuals. And I'm going to go to them and interview them. And we're going to talk about their vans and what they've done with them and how, you know, what their future plans with the vans. My van, we know you've probably seen my videos. We're going to do a complete restoration of the interior. I'm going to change it up, make it look really nice. And then I'm going to fix the exterior also. I painted it white, of course, when I first got it. And I thought, well, I'll just keep it white. And I'm going to probably keep this one white. The other one I'm going to work on and make that one a beast. A beast. And somebody is on there. Let's see who that is. How's it going? How's it going? I know, like I said, I don't have the fan base as most of the YouTubers out there. But like I said, if you know anybody with a badass Astro van, Safari, GMC Safari van, drop a comment. We're gonna go visit these people and try to build the channel and build the knowledge that the Astro van is one of the toughest vans out there. It, they all pretty much. I mean, they had some 4-cylinder Astro vans. They also had some. They had some 4-cylinder. No, was it 4 cylinders? They had 4-cylinder Astro vans, sticks, stuff like that. If you know anybody who has a custom Astro van, drop a comment. Give me information. That's all I say. Somehow get in touch with me. Get information so we can go pull these vans out. How's it going? I see hi. Um, you know, because I want to build this channel. Also, I want to, always tell everybody that I work with and stuff. I said Astro vans are like dynamite. They were not dynamite. They're as tough as nails. When you have an Astro van, like all the Astro vans I've ever had over 200,000 miles on them. And when you got vans like that, and you say, what? You know, they had the Dodge Caravan, the Ford Aerostar, but I see more Astro vans on the road than either one of those. And I'm talking old school Astro vans from 2005 down. Um, so, you know, if you have one, leave a message down below. We're going to try to get this van together, and I'm going to come out and visit folks, and we're going to uh, change this channel, Expedition Astro. I'm trying to find the baddest Astro vans out there. So I'm here. I'm sitting in the van. I was like, I just need to go do a live. I was thinking about it as I was coming home from work, and I'm like, man, I need to change up and get more, interaction with my fans, the folks that I have. I only have so many, so we're gonna build this up, and hopefully we get better. Um, and I've looked at people in Arizona doing the big vans and the Sprinter vans, stuff like that, but people forget about the Astro van, which is a mid-size van, and it is pretty popular. I see nothing but them on the road. When I go in the South, they're everywhere. Here, they're everywhere. I see them all over. They're on sale. If you look on like Facebook Marketplace, back in back in the day, I used to get them for 400-500 bucks. You can't even get them for that much. So they're like 5,000-6,000 now. After COVID, that all changed. People realize how valuable these vans are, and you know what people do with them. They use them for um, commercial use. They work vans, stuff like that. And the thing about them is they're easy to work on, very easy to work on. The Astro van is I would say, is one of the easiest cars you can work on, and it is coexistent with the S10s out there. So you got so many avenues if you want to use. If you want to turn it into a four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, two four-wheel drive, you got S10 parts. You can actually build it up. You can make it to what you want. When I was talking to people back in the day when I was building this, I was like, yeah, I'm going to turn a camper van. This, don't you want a Sprinter? Well, Sprinter costs a lot of money. You got to pay for the brand new van, and then you got to fix it up. So either you spending 200,000 or you build a small van and go traveling and see the world, see the country. Um, Mexico has a lot of. I see like Japan has a lot of Astro vans, and if you can just get out there, send me some information on those vans that are customized. If you have one, hey, send me a message, put a comment in the comment down below, and we can see what we can do. Um, Now, if it's overseas, that's going to be a different story. We have to work on that. But right now, I just want to change the channel from, I used to camp a lot in this, and, it just didn't seem to go over too well. So I'm thinking of changing it up and making it different. I'm going to still build my van. I'm still go camping and stuff like that, and I'll have videos for that. But I just want to see some badass Astro vans. I just want to see some dropped subs in the back, um, V8s, modded, four-wheel drives. You know what I'm talking about. And if you are an Astro van lover, if you're watching this channel, you're probably like, wow, I'm an Astro van. I got one. Um, Even if it's a clean Astro van, just clean. It don't even have to be a souped up one. It just be clean, and you want to show it off. Let me know. We can hook up, and I can come out. And we can talk about Astros and talk about your Astro and stuff like that. But I will be coming out in this, so I still got work to do. I got a lot of wood work to finish. I was thinking about I'm gonna take all this down and sand it and clean it up. So I got a lot of work to do, just like you do if you got one. Um, Man, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here chilling. But uh, yeah, today I was coming home from work and I was thinking, man, I know I'm not the only one that likes Astro fans. So, you get a bunch of idiots out there talking crap about them, and it's like, hey, I got two. I got two Astro fans that are. One of them is it's a work man. It's not set up at all. plan on getting it here in Colorado, and then I'm going to. Uh, I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna go with it. I was thinking I should just do a clean van cruiser type, nice wheels, nice tires, paint job, not no fancy paint job, just white because it's a white van, and just kind of clean it up and make it my driver, my daily driver, in and out of work or whatever. And then if I travel with it, I can travel with it. These are two wheel drives. This one's a two wheel drive. The other one's a two wheel drive, and I don't see myself doing any major mods. Now I am looking for an all wheel drive one, so I can do some major mods to that one, so I can get out there and I've seen some crazy stuff with the all wheel drive Astrovan. So, but this one, I love it the way it is. I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna clean it up because I need to add some wood up here, and I'm just gonna change this out with military because I'm retired military. But I'm gonna want to get this done in military look. And I had an idea. I was gonna take all my uniforms, cut them, and then make it into that. So I have to get somebody that can really do that. And then I got some stuff to do with the front end, like the dash, um, and some of the wiring. I got lights on this bad boy. Let me show you something real quick. Watch this. If you look outside, watch. Bam! Look at that. That's my that's my what do I call it? Light bar that came with the roof rack when I bought it. I think I paid an extra $100 to get it added to the roof rack. But that thing is bright. It'll blind you. I got lights on the side, and it's. Let me throw you around. You can't see because you're looking through the glass. But I got lights on the side of it, which is. It was actually pretty good. Let me look out there. It was actually pretty good because it lights the side of the van and gives me that light on the outside, especially when I'm camping and stuff like that. The awning has lights on it. So the only problem I had with those is the bugs were terrible. This is in Florida. So I was out there and I turned them on, and it's like every moth on the planet decided to come my direction. So, excuse me. So they were flying all over the place. Now, I do have these 300 watt max Pioneer speakers. I've had these forever. Now, these speakers were supposed to go in a center console that I was going to build for the van, and I never did. And they're brand new. I mean, I'm serious. Brand spanking new. I can't even remember where I got them from, but the center console is going to be built, and let me see if I can. Let me let you look at them. 300 watts, 5 inch. They're like really small. They're not that big, but I did this in my Mini, and my Mini had the same setup. I built that center console with some 5 inch subs, or not 5 inch subs, but 5 inch speakers, and they look good. I mean, if you look at that, that's a brand. This thing is probably 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, brand new. Like I said, I need to get those. I need to get the center console built, and I had a JL sub one day. I think it was a JL 12 that I built out one time. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Okay, there it is. Now I realize what I have to do. But I have a JL 12 in the Mini, and the Mini, that thing was bumping hard. I bought the Mini over in England, of course, and I'll figure this out. I'm just kind of like, what the hell am I doing? I bought a Mini when I bought one Mini, had a Mini Coupe. It wasn't a Cooper, but I had one Mini that was, they call her Mini Designer, and I ended up selling that one. But the Mini Designer was my favorite because I bought it, and it was my first Mini. I mean, not too many people get Minis, but I bought the Mini, um, and I put wheels on it, put a dash in it, made it all cool and stuff. And then I sold it to buy another Mini, which I have. I'll let you see that one day. But the other Mini is in Florida, which I need to go get it. And close this up. But brand new, so I need to go get that center console built. But no, the other Mini, I put a 12-inch JL12 in it, and I'm talking serious bass. I used to drive up to the base, and they were like, "Where is the subwoofer at?" Because I mean, it's so little. You got this little. I had a sub box that I built. Basically condensed a larger sub box to make it fit in the Mini. I mean, I measured, I did all kind of stuff, and that sub box was like, I mean, it used to bump hard. And I had actually I got the amp for that in this van. It's underneath here, but it's a Pioneer. I'm a Pioneer fan. I don't mind. But I took that amp, the sub, and then I had another one amp in it to power the front sub speakers, and then I had the the big amp to power the sub. And I mean, you're driving around in this little box. It's less than 8 feet long, 3 feet wide, and you're bumping tunes like crazy. Now you look at me and you go, "This old guy bumping tunes." Yeah, I was part of the pioneering of that when I was young. That was in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, when people really didn't have that. And then, me, I had two house speakers in the back of my Vega. So now I thought of something today. I was like, man, I could have somebody retro me two house speakers, but they will not have no basic old school house speaker stuff. They will have like some badass 15s and a four of them, boom, bumping all hard, but it looked like old school house speakers. So I'm gonna work on that one. That's for the Vega, because my whole um, dream for the Vega back when I was younger is to have all these speakers in it, in which I had 13 speakers in a 1974 Vega. 13, and that's so good. And that was beyond, like I said, that was before everybody was throwing subs in their car. So I had 13 speakers. That was all I mean, I was all about stereos when I was young. So I bought my car. The first thing I did, I put a stereo in it. I had a equalizer, and uh, I think I had like a 500-watt amp, and that sucker kicked hard. I mean, for the time, it was for the time. But today, my other van, I was like, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. And I'm into stereos and stuff like that, so I can clean the inside, clean it up, make it campable. Cause you compete. Look at this big ass moth in here. Where'd that hell come from? But anyway, um, you know, saw them lights. It's like, let me fly around a little bit. But look at this big ass moth in here. Gone. Oh, it's right there. I'm trying to hit a moth. You don't want moths in your stuff. They start chewing up stuff and messing up your. Oh, I got him. But anyway, but anyway, um, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I got to get it here so I can take it to work because I'm blowing up the Dodge Ram 1500. It's a brand new truck. It's been beat up from hail damage, the window breaks, dirt, all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, I gotta get my Ram off the road get something I can drive on the road because we live a dirt road. So dirt destroys stuff. I just gotta say that much. But like I said, I'm gonna change the channel a little bit. I'm gonna focus on getting what am I trying to say? Getting a lot of custom Astro vans, GMC Safari vans. Those are the only two. GMC Safari, Chevy Astros, and try to put together a channel that we focus on Astro vans to get the like I said, there I have two of them. I've had that one time five, and every last one of them had 300,000 miles on it. So if you can get any vehicle to go 300,000 miles, I actually sold one that had 315,000 miles on it. And it was original engine, original transmission. And I used to think, man, 315,000 miles on a van. And this one, let me see. Let me look at the mileage on this. This one has 214,000 miles on this van. And I drove this across the country. And it wasn't even worried. Like most people, they get a vehicle and, oh, you got 200,000 miles. I would drive this today from Florida all the way to California. And it's just, if you have any mechanical abilities, you can work on this van. Now, one thing I can say, when I put that 3-inch lift on it, it's easier to get to the motor because you put a body lift, so it raises the body over the subframe. And then you can actually get, like I pull the doghouse off and I can actually get to the spark plugs. Now, when it's stock, it's hard to get to that couple of little spark plugs, but you still can do it. So, but like I said, I got 215,000 miles on this one. I bought one with 176,000 miles, and I drove it until it had about 295. And then I sold one with 315. I've never seen a car with 315,000 miles on it. So I was like, wow. And the lady that I built it out for, it was a camper van. She bought it and drove it all over the country. 315,000 miles on an Astro van. And it was a 1995. And it was, I mean, I hooked it up basically kind of like what this one is. And she liked it and she took it off, and she did have a few problems because all Astro vans had door problems, hydro boost problems. The early ones didn't have hydro boost, and hers was the first year of the hydro boost in the Astro van, I believe, and it did have some issues. But um, this one, I changed the hydro boost, power steering pump. I got to change out the steering gearbox because it was leaking. So I think I'm gonna tear it apart and rebuild it so I can save funds, because you can do it yourself, and I can do it myself. So I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm contemplating, well, not contemplating, wondering about the issue with the transmission. I don't know if it is the transmission. I think it might be the rear end locking up, causing it to not move. And what I did in Florida, I changed the filter and all oil. And I was thinking, I forgot, when you do that, you're taking all the goodies out of the oil that actually keeps the transmission working. And I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But we are here today, and that's a whole nother world. So I know there's Astrovans in Japan. I know there's Astrovans in Mexico. There's Puerto Rico. There's wherever. If you have an Astrovan that's badass, the email, you can attach it to an email, the old man in the van at yahoo.com, and we can either meet up somewhere, try to talk about your van, try to get, you know, your van on the up and up. It doesn't matter how bad or good the van is. If you have something that you think is possible, or you want to upgrade or do something to your van, and send me a message. We can talk about that. I'm gonna cut this short. I was just coming out here. I was thinking about this all day, and I was like, I think I need to talk about this. And let's see. I'm How's it going, everybody? How you doing? It's Thursday night, and I'm just hanging out, talking about Astro Vans. If you like the channel, hit that bell, get notification. Go watch some of my old videos. I was camping a lot when I first built this, and it was something's floating, but it was me out camping. Once I first built this van, tomorrow I'm gonna take it and wash it. I gotta wash it because I I had bird poop all over it, and I was cleaning that up, and I noticed I left streaks of soap all over the body, so I got to clean that up. I'm gonna just drive it over to my other property. I have water there, water pump and stuff like that. So I'm gonna spray off the van, clean it up, make it look good again. Um, I'm going to investigate the rear end in the van so I can see if that's actually the problem with the transmission not being able to move the van. Then I have to deal with the power steering pumps issue, not the pump, but the actual gearbox. And I got to get that fixed so I can actually take this van on another road trip. That's what we got to do. We got to take it on a road trip. Hello, there's more people on here. I don't get a lot, like I said, I don't get a lot of love on the channel, but I've been keeping the channel live for as much as I can. I do live more than any videos because for some reason, when I first started the channel, I was getting a lot of people and then it just kind of tapered off. And I think YouTube is the problem. You know, they only put out people they want to put out. So, uh, you know, like I said in the other video, I said I am showing my ass. Then maybe I'll get viewers. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what I noticed. Some of the YouTube videos is more like a porn tube. Let's call it that. Because dudes be diving out their wives and stuff. It's like, no, I don't do that. But um, but if you have somebody that somebody with an Astro van that wants to discuss their van, we can do some what they call Skype, where you talk to each other, two people on two different screens, and talk about their van. They can show videos, pictures, and stuff like that. Yeah, I look like I'm tired because I am, because I get up very early in the morning to go to work. So I am a little tired, but and I do a lot of work every day. But if you know anybody with an Astro van that wants to be on the channel, let me know. We can do lives. We can videotape the video, whatever, videotape the conversation and get it on the channel and build this channel, make it Astro Expedition Astro, period. And if you're out there camping and you want to camp in an Astro van and you got one, let me know. And not just Astro, GMC Safaris also. GMC Safaris are an Astro van. They're the same. They're both the same. So I think the GMCs are more all-wheel drive than the Astro vans. So this is a cargo van, and like I said, I've been across the country in this thing. So I went from Florida. I didn't go to California. I just went from Florida all the way to Arizona, and I've been up in Colorado and Kansas, stuff like that, and all the middle, western, and Texas. And speaking of Texas, Texas is something else. That's a country. Texas is its own country. So when you go out there, you're driving for hours, days. Let's put it that way. Not hours. Day. It's 2 days in Texas. So anytime you do a trip, you're going through Texas, just plan 2 days. Because one, there's a lot to look at in Texas. You got San Antonio, you got Dallas, you got Fort Worth. You have all kinds of stuff in Texas. So if you're, I ain't gonna say if you're a Cowboys fan or a Texan fan, I don't care about that. I'm just saying when you go through Texas, there's a lot to do. But keep it real. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. Just subscribe. If you're watching this channel, just subscribe. That's all I ask. I'm trying to get to 600 right now. That's my goal, 600 subscribers. Just subscribe. That's all you got. It's free. It's free. Um, and then we'll build this channel with you, and then we'll go into another world and make merchandise and all that stuff. Just subscribe. Just hit that bell. You don't even got to watch the video. Just subscribe. But you will, because once I get to going, as you can see, I got my Raycons Essential. I guess that's what they call them. Essential headphones, where they, those headphones. I bought these from a tool truck. I'm a mechanic. See that? I bought these off of a tool truck. I got them on half price because the tool truck was going out of business, and they were like, "Hey, we're selling everything 50% off and stuff like that." So I was like, "I'll buy them right now." And I have some old Raycons before, but I like Raycons. They're pretty good. But anyway, I bought them off a tool truck, $50, I think it was, and they're awesome because I can work, listen, and I can actually hear people. I can be listening to my music or whatever I'm listening to, and then I can hear the person talking to me, and it's not, so loud or so bassy up in my ears that I can't hear what they're saying. I can actually hear what they're saying. So I like them. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I don't care. I've done a lot in my life, and you know how people are. They, oh man, you're an old guy. Yeah, I'm an old guy. Gray hair. See, ooh, greasy old hat. Look at that. I work with grease. But like I said, if you got a friend, family member, or you have an Astro Man, just send them this way. I'm gonna build this channel based on the van that I love. I had another channel with the car that I love, and I still have the channel, but I don't do much on it because I don't have the car here with me, which I'm trying to get it here, but I'm trying to build a garage so I can put it in. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. Let's build this channel. Let you help me build this channel. So keep coming back. I'm going to put some videos on. I'm going to wash the van tomorrow, and I'll probably record it, and you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll post that on Sunday. So how's that? There you go. Peace. Enjoy your weekend. And I tried to turn that off, but it didn't go off.